Apothec, what do you think?
I think the Majins are going to win because the Majins tend to pull out a lot of big moves, and the Valkyries don't tend to dodge that much.
That's true. Piff, what about you? Valkyries versus Majins.
Ooh. Well, Valkyrie's got 2 new characters, so that's kind of hard to judge. But, Majins, they've always done well, and as I said, it's either that they hit with their large attacks, or never use them, or miss, and that really decides if they win or not. Their strengths really lie in, if they do a certain action, or if they hit with a certain action. So, if I had to go with more of the stable group, I would have to go with Valkyries.
Alright. I'm also going to go with the Valkyries. I think that, well, first of all, pretty much every time the Valks and the Majins have gotten together, it's been a close call. And there was that test earlier in the off-season where 18 just slaughtered the Majins. I honestly think that the Valks are going to surprise people. I think their new teammates, especially with Aurelie, I really think this will be a close fight, but I think this is going to be a Valkyrie win. I really do. I mean, I have money on it, so I'm sorry, I have me points.
So they better win.
I have me points on it, so okay.
Sweet points.
Yeah. Match 4: Dragon Ball Heroes versus the Gohan. Sparta, what are you thinking?
Sorry, who was it again?
Dragon Ball Heroes versus the Gohans.
I have to go with Gohans. I haven't seen. The Dragon Ball Heroes could very well be a good team when it comes down to it, but like just from what I've seen, and it hasn't been a lot, I have to go with Gohan since I know more about them, and they're certainly a very solid team. So I think it's going to be the Gohans.
All right, Apothec.
I think it's going to be the Go.
Yes, Piff. Yes.
Look in your call.
All right, will do.
Look in it. Like a mouse. I think it's gonna be the Well, Sparta, you wanna go again?
Do I want to go again for the same match?
Do you?
Apothec, just go. Just talk.
Alright. So, the Gohans are probably gonna win, and Dragon Ball Heroes, they've shown promise, but not as much as the Gohans have in the preseason.
Alright. How about you?
What about me? Oh no! Wait.
You're not. It's not your turn.
No, I'm not talking. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about my. I'm not even talking to you guys. I'm talking about the file that I just saved.
Yeah, that should be the Portaras for this.
Yeah. Oh, I got it. It's just it didn't show up, and I was like, what? But I found it. Never mind.
Good. Okay, Piff. Dragon Ball Heroes versus the Gohans.
I would have to go with the Gohans. As I've seen with Heroes, I'm not quite sure if they're a particularly strong team. I still have to watch them, but first, just looking at them, no. But I have seen the Gohans. They have a strong team and great potential, so I'd have to go with them.
Alright, and Squee, are you...
I think that I'm kind of going with everyone else on this. I know the Gohans. They're a very strong, solid team. I just don't know enough about Dragon Ball Heroes. I think that there's a chance that Dragon Ball Heroes could pull this out, but I haven't seen anything that would suggest that. So I'm going with Gohans.
Alright, since Squee is busy doing things, I guess I'll just go on.
Hang on real quick, guys. Wait, before we do that, which teams am I adjusting?
You're adjusting the last 6 in the list of
divisions. So basically the last of hang on. So the last of South Kai and all of West Kai, right?
Yeah.
No, not by division, by the final customization.
Oh, yeah, by the final cut. Okay, got it. Will do.
Alright, anyway, I'll go on. Super Saiyans versus Derp. I have to say Super Saiyans are a very strong team, and Derp, while not a bad team, probably is going to get beaten. That's all I got. Apothec, how about you?
I think this is one of those matches where the map is going to affect it a lot. The Team Derp is very, very mobile team, while Team Super Saiyans is, well, not so much. They're kind of on the offensive all the time and not much on the defensive. So I think we're gonna have to just wait and see. It's gonna be pretty even. Piff.
Ooh, I can't really tell. I have high hopes for my team, and I can't say that I would go against them. But if anything, if I was just asked, I would say that it can go either way. But if I was pressed, I would have to go with Super Saiyans.
Alright, Squee, how about you? Super Saiyans versus Derp.
I'm actually going to go with Derp on this one. I think that they're going to be a big surprise. I think that Hercule is going to be a lot more impressive than people are thinking. His charge rate is incredible. That thing skyrockets. And with his present bomb and with his TNAI, I think it's going to be something people aren't expecting. I'm actually going with Derp on this one. I may be making a mistake here, but I think Derp's going to pull a win out over the Super Saiyans, especially since the Super Saiyans kind of have a tendency to choke when it comes against games that they should win easily.
Alright then, I'll go ahead with Muscle versus Android. Now this one, I like this one because it's a replay of the finals of the last season, and Muscle has changed, and so has Android. Muscle now has Garlic Jr. transformed, and they also have Sin Shenron, and Android has Super 17 and Dr. Gero. So I am very curious to see how those changes will affect that matchup in particular, and this one is tough. Very tough for me to call, but I think that the one that has the edge is Android in this one. It's tough. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a great match, but I still think Android has a bit of an edge on Muscle, even though they lost the last season. Alright, Apothic?
Yeah, so I think that Android has a bit of an advantage on Muscle with their new team members, and I think really Sin Shenron's just same thing as Bojack is. Piff.
Androids. There's just hands down, androids are probably going to win almost every single match they're in. I am, like, if you come to me next time and you ask me whoever versus androids, androids are most likely going to win, via my opinion, lol.
Alright, Squee, go ahead.
I'm well, I don't think the androids are the end-all be-all. I do go with the androids for this one.
Unless you, like, recreate GT villains, no. There's, like, no team that can go against them in this season, practically.
That's odd, because I saw Team Cold tear them apart. I do remember seeing that. No, that didn't happen?
Well, that wasn't the season, was it?
Well, that's true, but still, I honestly think that, yes, I want to do that. I think that, androids are going to win this, but basically because I think they have something to prove. I think that, androids are probably just a better team than Team Muscle, and I think they're going to pull this one out. Like I said, I don't think they're going to steamroll everyone in the league, but I do think they're going to be one of the more dominant teams. And I think while I think Team Muscle's a really good team, I just don't think they're going to pull it out tonight.
Alrighty then, I'll go with Saiyans versus Cold. This one, before the preseason, I would have said Saiyans because Cold has been unimpressive, but the preseason, Cold's been doing pretty darn good, and the Saiyans have been slacking, so this time I'm going to have to go with Cold. I just think they're going to win. Apothic?
I'd have to agree with Rebels Gypsy Magic with Team Cold. I think they're probably going to win against the rather unimpressive Saiyans for the preseason. Piff.
Well, even just in season 1, Saiyans versus Cold, I would probably have to go with Cold anyway. In season 2, they've just been getting even better, so I'd still have to go with Team Cold.
Alright, Squee, how about you?
I'm going with Team Cold. What Piff said about, what Apothic said about Gypsy Magic is right. Holy crap! I don't know what they did to Team Cold, but they put something in their Wheaties. I think Team Cold is gonna not annihilate the Saiyans, but I think this is gonna be a clear victory for Team Cold. Hey Piff, did you do Namix?
Let me check. I'm quite sure I did.
I think so, because it looks like it's set up, so maybe
Alright.
Oh,
Since
Namix? No, I didn't. No, not at all.
All of them were set up from the preseason.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do the last team now because we should try and wrap this up. Booze versus Earth Defender. Now, I like both these teams kind of for different reasons. I think the Booze are strong, but I like rooting for the Earth Defenders because they're kind of an underdog. But if I had to say in terms of combat ability, I think the Booze have a more solid team overall with like TN and generally Krillin, well, now Goku, but like I just think Boos have a more solid character set up than Earth Defender, so I think the Boos are going to win, even though it could be close or it could be a slaughter, and it could be a slaughter for either one of the teams really, but I still think Boos are going to win. Apothec, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd say the Boos have an advantage against the Earth Defenders, not because of their new team member, which Gotank's Boo isn't really much different from Super Boo, but they've really done more than the Earth Defenders, and yeah, gonna root for the Earth Defenders though, because they're the underdogs. If
This is a hard one. I've seen Earth Defenders do really well in season 1 and in the preseasons, and I've seen the Boos do also really well in season 1 and the preseasons. But if I'd have to, this is one of those matches that like it can go either way. But if I was pressed on it, I'd probably have to go with the more stable team, which is Team Boo.
All right, Squee, you probably don't need to.
Actually, well, no. I mean, I even just because they're my team, I'm still trying to look at this objectively. I would still go with Earth Defenders, but I think it's hinged on one thing. I think it's hinged on Goku. If Goku comes out, oh crap. No, what I was saying is if Goku comes out like I hope he does, with that Halo.
The other two aren't even in call. There goes Apothec.
I'll wait for them.
okay.